Into the praise party. No party like a holy praise party. Great interviews, gospel music. Dareia Tolbert.
Just tuned in. She put a campaign together, Overcame and Conquered. She's the overseer, and she just started a few weeks ago. And what she did, she gathered a few ladies together to share their story. We overcame and stand by the blood of the Lamb, by the words of our what?
Testimony.
Revelations 12 and 11. And even coming from a male's perspective and sharing how his pride got in the way, and when he stepped aside, God said, "Now you ready for me to use you." So I have Sean, who joined the campaign. Sean, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Glad to be here.
Okay, great. So what was your reason for standing behind the campaign and also sharing your story?
Yeah, I have similar thoughts as Baylor. Just seeing Jocelyn, knowing her for about 5 years now, and just seeing her work and her heart towards, just people in general, and just her heart towards God. I definitely, when she called me, I wanted to be a part. So my story is, I overcame and conquered fear. I've always struggled with fear. It started off, being shy, things like that. But it was to the point where I could literally feel something holding me back whenever I would try to move forward in life or just do different things. And we all know that God does not give us a spirit of fear.
Right.
So I knew that something needed to be done. So basically, I really didn't know who I was. So as I grew in God and my knowledge, and He connected me with, godly people, I just grew in understanding who I was and that I have unique talents and gifts and things that I can offer the world that no one else can. And that's actually a passion of mine, to kind of like push people to recognize their unique gift, so that they can see that they have something to offer that no one else can. And if they don't step out in boldness, then people will not benefit from that. So
awesome. I love it. So what I gathered from the show, and Jocelyn, if you can step back on the mic, Jocelyn, who is the overseer of Overcame and Conquered. What is your mission, once again? What do you hope to move forward with this campaign?
With this particular campaign, I hope to see and hear testimonials from women, young girls, men, just sharing their stories of how they heard something that we have said, and maybe they walked through some of the same shoes that we walked through, and that God has literally restored them back to the place where they're supposed to be, with being whole, being complete in Him. I want God to love people past their pain through our stories, through His Spirit, through His Holy Spirit. And I would like to see the campaign grow, not just in our community, but across the globe.
Awesome. Okay, so what I gathered today, Corey, I had pride, I had fear, I had battling with sexuality. Is that right? Is that the term?
Yes.
Yeah. Dealing with that, with some insecurities. I had dealing with doing my own thing and not allowing God to use me. And I can do bad all by myself. I gather all this. And in life, I know somebody is listening that has probably either gone through that or going through that now. And let me know, it all circles back to letting God be in control of your life, giving it completely to God. Now, I'm not saying, I'm not trying to lead you to the cross. Yes, I am trying to lead you to the cross. Forgive me, Lord, for saying that. I'm not trying to preach to you, because that's not my calling. That's not my assignment to preach. But I am trying to let you know that if you don't have a personal relationship with Christ, if you don't know the Lord, you can get to know Him right through these airways by just giving your life to Christ. That God, I want to give my life to you. I want to surrender to you. And if things are not going right and it's not flowing right in your life, it's because probably God is not the hold of it. Probably God is not the captain of your ship. Is that the right term? Alpha term? So giving your life to Christ. And if you're not too old to know Him, and you're not too young, so you can still find Him today. You can have that relationship with Him and make Him the center of your life. And whatever you're going through, be an encouragement. Encourage somebody else who's going through. Don't keep that testimony underneath the pillow. Be a blessing. As I was sharing earlier, my story is dealing with insecurities, and as I was younger, now you can't tell me anything, insecurities, and dealing with despising my skin complexion. And I just used to hate, being dark skinned. I used to sit in the tub for a long time, scraping my skin. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get light skin like Michael Jackson. And it wasn't until as I got older in age and black as the berry, sweeter the juice. If it wasn't for the berry, wouldn't be under. I didn't understand that. And then calling me Black Barbie. I was like, I'm not fake. But now I understand they were complimenting me. But with the root of it wasn't my outer appearance. It was more so looking deep down inside that I was beautiful within. And then my beauty became like, I looked in the mirror, I'm like, dear, you are gorgeous. You are beautiful. I'm sitting here looking at myself now. You are beautiful. But I say that to say, I thank God, you know, even living in poverty. A lot of people don't know that about me. And that's something that I don't share with a lot of people because they don't understand, but they wouldn't be able to receive my story. I'm still waiting on Corey to share his, but we're going to move into a song so he can gather his story.
I told y'all I've been crying all week.
Aww, Corey.
Did everybody stop and look at me?
Speak the word. I hope I didn't say too much. I wasn't trying to preach, but hopefully someone has been encouraged today and being led to the cross. Being, you know, if you don't know Christ. I know a lot of people don't listen to a lot of gospel music, but maybe if you encourage someone to flip on the radio to the gospel side and be encouraged. We're not just the praise party, just not the ordinary just show. We not regular. I don't even buy regular gas. So we're not regular praise party. We speak the truth and we're very direct. So hopefully we were able to encourage you today with Overcame and Conquer campaign. Jocelyn, before she leaves, she's going to share with us how others can connect. They're on Facebook. You can connect with her directly, but she's going to tell us more details on the praise party. I'm Dareia Tolbert.
And I'm Corey S. in the building.
That's right. And in the studio as we get ready to close out the show, Sister Odessa is going to be joining us in a few minutes as we talk about Super Supper Sundays, getting you ready for Sunday morning. Okay, for those who don't have their meal prepared yet, she's going to help you out with that. And TCU's Motivation and Inspiration to close out the show. Hope you enjoyed the show so far. Jocelyn, give us the closing remarks. How can people reach out to you? How can people connect and be a part and share their story?
You can reach out to me at jocelynjanetwillis@gmail.com and look out for the launch of the Overcame and Conquer campaign that will be launching Monday, overcameandconquer.com.
All right, thank you so much. Tiffany, Baylor, Sean, did y'all have any last minute words you want to say?
And just know that, you know, it's not about us, it's about you. Everybody has a story to tell. What you think, whatever you think isn't really that important, or you think you have so much further to go, realize there's so many more people behind you trying to get to the level that you're at. And the place that you're at in your life, no matter how high or low, there are people looking up to you, so be sure you're a good example.
Yes, I just want to say, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you've been through, just keep believing, just keep your faith up, keep your faith strong, and just believe and just have vision and just see it. And you can do it. God will bring you through it.
Great. We'll slide over to the man right here. You know, that's what.
Just trust God.
Just
all I
trust
got to
God.
say. Keep it simple.
One thing about it, man, it's great that y'all have decided to do something like that and come through here, because the one thing that's I think that's big on a lot of people are scared, and I think Baylor shared it during the break that everybody's always scared to be the first person to talk about the struggle. But they hear somebody else say it and they feel a little more comfortable. So big ups to the people that step out on the faith first and let people know, as you said earlier, to be that medicine for somebody else to get healed through it, because just hearing y'all talk has definitely resonated with some things in my head and my heart and things that I'm facing right now. So I know Dareia keeps trying to get me to bring it out on air, but it will come out at a point in time. In the book.
In the book. I think we have somebody on air. Heaven 97, you're on the air.
Let's do it.
Heaven 97.
Listening to the praise party, no party like a Holy Ghost party.